This morning I'm finally getting to reveal to you the product reviews that we've done on the first edition of Tests and Testimonials. And like you saw in my Instagram post, I'm going to be reviewing, well, I'm not going to be reviewing, but I'm going to share reviews with you of the Herbivore LAPIS facial oil and the Sunday Riley Luna Sleeping Night Oil. It's a mouthful. And this whole project was born of me really wanting to test drive these products, but realizing that my skin type isn't really right for these products. So I put my thinking cap on and I put my feelers out on Facebook so you guys would know about it. And I recruited some old friends with combination and oily skin to try out these products for me. They've got both the LAPIS and the Luna are meant for oily and combination skin types. They're meant to provide moisture, but also decrease pore size and balance the oil production on your skin. It's got some oils in it that are antimicrobial as well. So without spoiling any more of it, I want to hop into the reviews really quickly. So they each tried a different product for 30 days. This is the length of a full skin cycle, which means that your skin regenerates every month. So in order to get a really good picture about whether a product is going to give you breakouts or provide you the moisture that you need, you really ought to give it a shot for at least 4 weeks to see how your skin is going to react. Obviously, if you start getting an allergic reaction, you want to stop way before then. But I would reserve judgment till you get the full picture at about 4 weeks. So these girls tried each of these products for 4 weeks, and they were kind enough to record video reviews of the products for you. So I'm about to share these with you. The first up is the LAPIS, the Herbivore LAPIS facial oil. And here we go.
Hello, I'm Julie, and I'm a friend of Lauren's from high school, and she asked me to try the Herbivore LAPIS for 30 days. So, of course, I was like, yes. So I have combination skin, and I've had friends that put coconut oil on their face at night religiously. So the thought of me putting any type of oil on my face is a major... Yeah. So when she was like, this is great for combination skin, it's a dry oil, it's different, I was like, why not? So the LAPIS, I like it, very aesthetically pleasing. It claims to add moisture to the skin, and also it reduces redness and outbreaks. So as you can see, I am very fair, and redness shows on me very easily, and I'm always red. Now I am wearing a little bit of makeup. So, but I usually have redness, bridge of my nose into my cheeks, my chin, and I get breakouts. So with my combination skin, I always look greasy in my opinion, especially like my forehead, my nose. So this is the LAPIS. It's beautiful. I love it. Absolutely love it. I will buy it again for sure. So I used it for 30 days, and as you can see, that is how much I used. So it's, when I looked at the ingredients, it said it had rose and jasmine in it, so I was expecting it to smell super floral-like, but it doesn't. It reminds me of Christmas. It smells kind of like pine, but not like pine sol, like that really smell. It's just a very light, relaxing, and earthy smell, so very good. So when I first started using it, I used 10 drops. I was using it in the morning and the night after I would wash and tone my skin, and it's not your typical oil. It doesn't feel greasy, it does absorb, but within, I'd say 15 days, I noticed like my skin just would suck it up super quick. Like it wouldn't sit on my face very long, it would just be like, it was gone. So of course I told Lauren, so apparently I had very dry skin and it was taking a while, but my skin absolutely loves it. I have not had a breakout on my face in 30 days. When I started using it, you'll see in my before pictures I did have some blemishes on my chin because that's the area my skin loves to break out. But I have not had any since, and my skin is a lot smoother. I usually wear foundation with concealer. I'm just wearing BB cream, just tinted. Don't need to. A lot of times I don't even wear any makeup on my face because I don't need to anymore. For 2 weeks I used it in the morning at the nighttime, and then I switched to using it just at nighttime. So, I mean, definitely well worth it. This is using 10 drops just every time, and it's fantastic. Definitely recommend it.
So, Julie loved the LAPIS. She said she would definitely repurchase because it reduced her redness. It balanced out her oil production. She had far fewer breakouts. She said none, actually. And 3, she said that she noticed that the oil would kind of sit for a minute, and then after about 2 weeks, it started to really soak in. And she told me about this during the process, and I let her know, think about a sponge. When it's really, really dry and you try to put soap on it, it doesn't really sink in the same way as when the sponge is wet and moist. So think about, as you start adding moisture to your skin, after a while, it's just gonna absorb a lot better, which means your products are gonna work for you better. You saw that the bottle is big and she didn't use a lot of it. It's 1.7 ounces, which is a lot for a facial oil, and it comes at $72, which makes it about $42 an ounce. So it's a pretty well-priced oil, in my opinion. If you are interested in purchasing the Herbivore Lapis Facial Oil, I would highly recommend heading to etherbeauty.com. It's a web store of beauty products that are very carefully curated, and it's just really beautiful products. Some things that may not be on your radar, but she also carries some of the Herbivore products. And the first time you shop there, you get a 10% discount by using the word welcome. I'll include all this information down below in the details. But the other really great thing and that I love, love, love about Ether Beauty is that it's free 2-day shipping all the time, no minimums. Plus, you get the 10% off your first order. So definitely check out Ether Beauty if you're interested in making a purchase. So now we're going to take a look, just for comparison's sake. This wasn't like a dupe alert or a contest. This was just for comparison to look at the Luna Sleeping Night Oil, and this is a different product. It contains retinol at 2% retinol. So that's why it's only meant for the nighttime. You shouldn't wear retinol on your face during the day because it makes your skin more susceptible to sun damage. However, when used at night, it can help prevent wrinkles, and retinol is also a common ingredient in acne fighting products. So I recommended the Luna to Carlin because I met Carlin in college, and she struggled with acne, and I wanted to see just how much these more natural ingredients could work compared to some of the prescriptive ingredients out there. So next up we have Carlin's review of the Sunday Riley Luna Sleeping Night Oil. There we go.
Hi everybody, my name's Carlin and I will be reviewing the Sunday Riley Sleeping Oil. Before I get into that, I'm going to give you a really quick rundown of my skincare routine. I've been seeing a dermatologist since 2008. I had horrible cystic acne, which has thankfully gone away. But ever since then, I've been following a very strict routine. In the mornings, I wash with Cetaphil All Skin Types cleanser, followed by Axone, which is a prescription topical gel, and then moisturize with Cetaphil moisturizer. In the evening, I wash with the same Cetaphil wash. I use the Axone, and then I use Atrilin, which is another prescriptive gel, and then again with the moisturizer. So if I don't wash my face and wash my hair like every other day, every day, I will break out. My skin is just that finicky. And then on top of all of that, it gets very dry and red and irritated in the wintertime. So Sunday Riley was really, really appealing to me for those reasons. It has all of these claims to help with these things. So that's why I was wanting to give it a shot. The first 2 claims are kind of added bonuses for me personally. And the first one is to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. I'm only 25, don't really have wrinkles yet. I do have what I consider to be fine lines up here on my forehead because for the last 10 years or so I've been doing this to apply my mascara. I will say I'm seeing some benefits, some change here. Nothing drastic, but the lines aren't really all that drastic to begin with. A second claim is to reduce pore size, which I also think is helping. I've noticed a change in my nose, especially. The sebum there is not quite as noticeable as it has been. The last claim is kind of twofold, and this is where I was really hoping to find some benefit from using the Riley. And that is to moisturize, one, and to calm your skin. So I attempted to leave my Cetaphil moisturizer out of my routine and use the Riley as a replacement moisturizer. That didn't work. My skin was still feeling really tight and dry, kind of itchy. So I began using the moisturizer again, but this just still wasn't enough moisture for my skin. It definitely aggravated my skin in terms of it breaking out. I not only broke out in my usual problem area around my mouth and my chin, but also in areas where I usually don't experience breakouts. I would wake up in the morning and I'd have just like a cluster of little white heads appear in my T-zone, which I usually don't experience. So that was kind of a bummer. I just started using the Axone again. It didn't quite moisturize my skin, and it didn't quite help with my acne, which is what I was really hoping it would do. And so for that reason, I would not repurchase this product. It's not replacing anything that's currently in my skincare routine, which would be the hope. It's not hurting my skin now that I've picked back up on the topicals, but it's not really helping in the way that I was hoping it would. If you don't have acne prone skin like I do, then I'd say give it a shot. That's all I have to say about Sunday Riley. I hope you all found this helpful, and big thanks to Skin Enthusiast. This has been a fun little experiment, and I hope you all have a wonderful and happy new year.
So while I'm not glad that this didn't work for Carlin, I think this was a really educational process. Carlin knows her skin type. She has acne skin, and we wanted to take this product that was advertised as being for oily and combination skin and see if it could work to perhaps replace one of her prescriptive creams, or at least provide her a little bit of extra moisture for the winter time. Unfortunately, it didn't do either of those things for her. This doesn't mean it's a bad product. It perhaps could have worked on someone who doesn't have acne skin, more combination or just oily skin. But I really wanted to give the Luna a fair shake because there's a lot of hype about this product. It's really expensive. You saw the price. It's $105 and you get 1 ounce in the bottle. Carlin mentioned that she didn't use a lot of it, so she thinks that a little bit goes a long way. So that can help justify the price. So again, this product could work for some. It didn't work for Carlin, didn't do much for her acne skin. And it turns out what she was already using was what was best going to manage her skin. And sometimes that's true, that the latest and greatest isn't necessarily going to improve upon what you've already got. And if you are interested in participating in the next round of tests and testimonials, keep your eyes peeled for an Instagram post. After this video goes live, I'm going to post instructions for you guys if you're interested in perhaps trying a product for the next installment of tests and testimonials. So in the meantime, please subscribe. So all it does is send you an email, let you know when there's a new vlog post up. Please comment. Let me know what you want to see next, what products you're interested in, what you like, what you don't like. And everyone, please have a very happy new year. Thanks.